What is going on, everybody? It is the Walkthrough King, and 15.40 just dropped, so as we usually do, here is an unofficial patch notes video going over everything new that there is with this update, and there is a decent amount of things to cover with this update. I'm not sure if this update will last us too long though, but we'll get right into that in just a moment. If you guys are new here, definitely recommend subscribing and joining our amazing community. We are on the road to 100k, and if you guys want to support the channel, a like on this video would be appreciated. Anyways, let's get right into things. Starting out, let's go over one of the more bigger things to talk about with this update right off the bat, and that is there's going to be a ShortNite Party Royale event on February 20th, and it'll have a replay most likely on the 21st. This is going to be taking place at the big screen. Here's one of the promotional images right here on the screen, as well as credit to all of the leakers that we use in this. Their Twitter tags will be in a lot of these pictures, as well as in the description you can find their Twitter links as well if you want to give them a follow. But two different versions of the promo image, basically just different colors for each one. Not really sure what this is going to be, but ShortNite, it almost seems like it could just be like a short Fortnite movie of some sort that they put together with some skins from the game. Interested to know what you guys think that this is actually going to turn out to be. Moving on though, the second big change is the Flint knock is now unvaulted. This is actually huge. I loved using that weapon back when it first released in Season 8, so I am actually really excited to get right back in game and use this new unvaulted weapon. Interested to know if you guys are really interested in this weapon as well. It's a pretty fun weapon in my opinion, and you can actually pull off some really cool maneuvers with this. Anyways, let's talk about things that were patched and addressed really fast before moving on to some other interesting topics. And basically, here's everything that was addressed and patched issue-wise in 15.40. All of this was kind of talked about a bit before this update actually dropped, so there's not really a whole lot new that was patched that we didn't know already that was going to be patched. But there is one thing that was patched that is kind of a behind-the-scenes type of thing, and that is in-game leaks are patched for now according to Hypex. I can verify this myself, as I did try to use one of those quote-unquote private servers, and basically, there's now a new message when you do try to launch Fortnite without using the official launcher, where it tells you that you are using a custom launcher, that it has been detected and you need to restart the game and load up with the official launcher. So a lot of in-game leaks using those private servers, you won't really see them for some time now. This is of course how a lot of leakers would leak out a lot of the cosmetics in-game early, as well as show off a lot of different weapons early and the different point of interest changes that you would see. Anyways, a couple of more things to talk about. There is a new gas flopper that is in the works, and it has been reported that it will leave a trail behind you as you walk around after eating it. Basically, almost kind of like you're just non-stop farting or something, it sounds like. It is unfinished, so it's not known if it will drop with the next update for this season or if it'll drop at some point next season, so keep that in mind. Next up, let's talk about some LTM changes. 3 Team Rumble LTMs have received updates. That is Siphon, Unvaulted, and Solid Gold, so we might see those at some point in rotation in the near future. A couple of LTMs that were updated as well is Rally Royale, Air Royale, Flora's Lava, and Shockwave, and it was reported out by Fortnite themselves that we would see Air Royale and Flora's Lava return. I'm actually quite excited for that, as I love the Flora's Lava mode. And there is a brand new LTM as well that's going to be coming out soon too. It is called Comeback, and in this mode all the loot starts as common and increases 1 step on each respawn. You only have 5 lives, so if you start dying over and over again, then you're going to get better loot, but you do have to really protect yourself, as you are going to be limited on those lives. And the third thing to talk about is some LTMs will not be available to be played while you're in split screen mode. I've never actually used split screen mode or seen anybody ever use it, so I'm interested to know, does anybody out there actually use split screen? Anytime I've ever seen a bunch of friends that were at the same house, they've always had multiple systems, so I'm interested to know if a lot of you guys do actually use split screen out there. Now we have 2 more things to talk about. First, we'll go into some Save the World news, then lastly, I'll play a short montage clip showing all of the new challenges for the next couple of weeks. Anyways, for some Save the World changes, this is the first time I've seen some Save the World changes in forever, and there is a blog post on all of this that will be linked in the description, so if you want really in-depth news on that, check out that link. Anyways though, crafting ingredients stack to 999 now instead of the 200 stack that you saw before. I actually really like this change. It's a shame that Save the World just has not really gotten any crazy updates or any reason to really go back to it anymore. so I'm probably not going to make full use out of this change, but for those who are going and grinding Save the World, this is actually a huge thing. Nurses also no longer stack healing. That was actually something that was really annoying. They've also readjusted drops, so you'll no longer get common items in the higher areas. Traps as well will all now cost the same amount of materials, so the higher tier traps will not take a increased cost. And one of the things that is not shown on screen right now is they have actually fixed jail builds, install builds. Personally, I heavily disagree with this. In my opinion, since Save the World is not really getting any new updates in terms of new areas or different things like that, a lot of it is just reused assets and just rotating out through different areas that we've seen many times in the past. I feel they should not be nerfing a lot of things and instead should just be giving us buffs and other fun reasons to return to the game and play in any way we want. A lot of people did say pubs were kind of ruined with jail builds, and for that I feel a response would have been needed, but not in this way. Anyways, moving on, here is basically a short montage clip of the next couple of weeks for updates. There's actually enough challenges in here for the next 4 updates, which means we're probably not going to see another update in this game for maybe 3 to 4 weeks if we go off how past updates were. And I'm not sure if there is going to be a 15.60. I don't think many leakers have talked about that. So I'm actually kind of concerned, is there going to be some big event this season? Because as it stands right now, it doesn't really look like there's a whole lot of things in this update that could lead and build up to an event. So when the next update drops, is that going to have a lot of things building up to an event, or are we not actually going to see a huge actual storyline event this season? Donald Mustard had talked about a event this season in the past, so I still believe that there is going to be a big event this season. But it would be nice if we actually started to see a lot of hints and different things to further the storyline than what we have been getting. It has been kind of dry. There has been some new things to update the storyline this season. If you've been paying attention and looking out for them, I will actually post a updated storyline video sometime soon. But I really miss the in-your-face updates where you could go and check an area that you knew had some things going on in it, like in Season 9 with the mech that was being built, or going back to Season 8, how we would have all of the miniature events that took place throughout the season, like the rune or the rock hitting events. And then as well, going into Season X, we saw a lot of different point of interest changes and the 0 point taken over. When I seen it was a 0 point season, I got really excited this season because I thought there was going to be a ton of different things going down with that, but so far it hasn't really been the case. But then again, with everything going on in the world right now, people are still recovering, people are still at home, working from home, so conditions are a bit different. So you got to cut them a bit of slack, but still a little bit disappointing so far. We are this far into the season without anything crazy going down, and it is a 0 point season. Anyways, that's it to talk about for now. This update was kind of a light update. If you guys wanted to see all of the cosmetic drops, I did post a different video going over all of those, so that'll be linked in the description as well. Let me know your thoughts on this update. This has been the WalkthroughKing, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Peace!